We are talking perimenopausal, menopausal and postmenopausal weight gain and weight loss. And I'm going to give you 2 ways that you can lose weight during this phase of your life. Are you ready? Make sure you click the bell, subscribe, and let me know what you think of the video. Watch it till the end and leave a comment. I'd love to know if you are struggling with menopausal weight gain. It's so common. So let's firstly talk about energy balance. If you have been noticing that you are gaining weight, especially around your midsection, and you're in your late 40s, maybe into 50s, and you know that you are in the throes of menopause, well, let's firstly look at the type of food that you're eating, the food that you're eating, and how we can make some simple changes to help you get back on track. Number 1, route 1 would be to go in a calorie deficit. So going in a calorie deficit, this is energy balance, would potentially mean doing some tracking. So that would mean logging everything that you're eating over the course of a week or 2 weeks. So it would be using an app like MyFitnessPal, which I can link to here, and there are other apps. The whole basis of that working for you is that you honestly log everything that you eat. And often it's just human nature. We don't always remember absolutely everything that we've eaten all day, every day. You might think that you've logged everything, and you might actually save your logging till the end of the day, and you log everything in MyFitnessPal, and you perhaps just forget that when you walk past the fridge, you open the fridge and you helped yourself to XYZ. You helped yourself to an extra portion of this. You didn't actually quite weigh out all of the food that you've eaten. And you've eaten actually way more calories than you've logged. So being in a calorie deficit is definitely the way to go. But let's think about this in a slightly different way. You can log everything, as we've just described, but making sure that you have honestly logged everything into your MyFitnessPal. And if you have, and you are in a calorie deficit, then over time, you are going to see weight loss. Now, for many of us, MyFitnessPal and tracking is just another stressor. Is that you? It's just something else to do. So why don't you take a slightly different route, and I'll call this the more scenic route, and work on your healthy habits. So let's just take your nutrition and just take it right back to basics. So are you ready? I'm going to give you some top tips that don't require using MyFitnessPal and logging every single thing that you eat and counting calories. So number 1 is focus on preparing in advance 3 healthy meals and making a plan. So those healthy meals can have protein and fats and carbohydrates. It can be an ample plate, lovely colourful rainbow plate that you can build. You can take your time, eat your food, sit down, and allow between 3 or 4 hours between meals until you eat your next meal. And then again, no snacking between meals, and eat your evening meal and then close that kitchen. Just that simple plan of eating 3 healthy meals without snacking and closing the kitchen in the evening will make a huge impact on the amount of calories that you're actually burning. And the best thing about it is you don't need to track your calories. If you can make that your goal for not just 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I promise you that you will see a difference. Just cutting out the snacking and not eating late into the evening can have a huge effect. If you aren't eating late into the evening, you will actually find that you'll be sleeping a whole lot better. If you leave about 3 to 4 hours before you actually go to sleep, so the last meal, maybe at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, close the kitchen, do not go in, and then allow that time for the food to digest, you will be guaranteed a much deeper, healthier, happy, better sleep. You'll sleep so much better. If you're eating late into the evening and then you go to bed, your body's got to digest that food. So often it can disrupt your sleep. So if you are perimenopausal, postmenopausal or beyond, and you're eating into the evening, this might be a reason if you are actually not sleeping so well. So maybe for the next few weeks, just focus on 3 healthy meals, no snacking, a good 4 hours between meals, and just try that and let me know how you get on. The second tip I'm going to give you is when you are building your plate, your food, if you can ensure that at least half of your plate has got green vegetables, just loads and lovely green vegetables. Got a quarter of your plate actually has some meat, some fish, some protein if you're a vegetarian, some beans, some legumes. And then a quarter of your plate has your fats and your carbohydrates. So again, you don't have to weigh food, you don't have to input your calories into MyFitnessPal, you just learn how to build a plate. Now, there are very, very simple, very, very basic tips that if you work on those healthy habits, those basics, I can promise you that you are going to see a difference in your weight and your body composition. Now, if that feels a little bit too vague for you, you can always go back to tracking your calories and making sure that you're coming in a calorie deficit, but honestly, making sure that you are logging all of the food that you're eating. So 2 ways. One way is without tracking and one way is tracking. I'd love to know what you think. Let me know in the comments if that helps you. Nutrition doesn't have to be difficult and hard to understand, especially during perimenopause, menopausal and postmenopause. Just keep things really, really simple. That's all you need to do. So let me know if you think. I'm going to link to some other videos that I've done regarding menopause, weight gain and losing weight around your midsection. You can link to them, I'll put them here. Let me know if you watch them. I hope that helps. If you'd like me to do more videos along this series, just leave a comment and I'll get right back to you. And I'll see you in the next video.